Feds.
Yeah.
That's
Hold on.
fine.
I'm supposed to be doing a class for the FBI Houston office soon.
That's fine.
So they
I
might-
got questions for that.
I don't got shit to talk about.
I got a whole bunch
I
of
just
questions.
need my license so I can go. Okay.
Okay.
So how long would this course be taking today?
Not gonna say long. So it's 1:20 now.
Mm.
Going over the laws.
My bad, can you say your name?
Oh.
He shouldn't have gave me a light.
I can't stand his ass.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Darius Sanders with Sanders Tactical Performance. Shout out to my girl Lola. We in this thing.
Bow, bow.
So, we're gonna do 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes at the most. See, I know you gotta go, huh? You got something to do, or
It's
you
okay.
I mean, I
just...
got a mentor, but they gonna see me when they see me.
I
so.
can send
Oh.
you. I can send you everything you needed.
She'll be all right. She
She
done been
boss.
here like 20 times,
Thanks,
so she
thanks,
good.
thanks.
Oh, you just give me your extra credit.
We just really go over the most important stuff, where you can and can't carry, what you can and can't carry, how to deal with law enforcement, how to slip through legally some of the cracks. So a lot of stuff, we'll talk about constitutional carry. So a lot of stuff, you can do it, but people say don't do it because it's gonna limit you from going to jail. But I tell people, you know your rights, you can push the limit. Because especially all three of y'all are black women, beautiful black women. So then now, if you don't push the limits, most likely you're gonna be useless, especially if you don't take the gun, okay? So we gonna jump into that. My phone do not disturb.
I'm sorry, I'm stepping to the gun. So the red states is the hell no's and the greens are the good and the yellows are the mediums.
Mm-hmm.
And Texas is its own country, basically. Pretty
Crazy, but yeah, basically.
basically. Damn. So is this within the data from this year or last year?
What data? From this?
Yeah, from the since they changing.
This actually, let me see. I think it's from September
this year,
last year.
last year,
Mhm.
Yeah. They don't really change too often,
because they got to keep a year previous. Okay, got you.
but they change periodically. Okay. What's up, y'all? Here, once you get your license to carry, you can automatically carry in all the green states. Automatically. Okay. And I know y'all writing it down, but I'm gonna give it to y'all anyway.
Shit.
I know.
It's
cool.
trained
It's cool.
into-
Don't write it down. It's cool. The yellow states, as long as you're a Texas resident and you have your license to carry, you can also carry in the yellow states. So I'm a Texas resident and I have a Texas license to carry. I'm good in the green and yellow states. But the red states, I can legally take my gun to Cali or New York, but I cannot have the gun out in public. These two states, including Rhode Island, DC, and New York, New Jersey, I can have the gun in the car, but the gun has to be unloaded, magazine unloaded, and it can't be accessible. Now, Illinois has a law. If your home state allows you, with or without a license, to carry in the vehicle or transport the gun, I can do the same thing in Illinois. So let's say you go to Chicago, but then your homegirl from New York go to Chicago. Y'all riding together. Since you're from Texas, you can have a loaded gun in the car. But since she's from New York and they don't allow it, she can't. She'll go to jail.
One more time. So you explain it one more time, but on cruising on my street fold, like, you know what I'm saying? Give me another example.
So I tell you, hey, meet me in Illinois, right? And you from New York. In New York, the only way you can have a gun in the car is if you have a New York permit. 200,000 people out of 20 million people in New York have permits.
Damn.
Exactly.
Damn.
So you, a normal citizen, can't have a gun in New York in your car loaded. You want to meet me in Illinois, right? Illinois, since they say, hey, New York, you can't have it in New York, you can't have it in Illinois. But since I'm from Texas and we're a free state, I can have my gun loaded, but you can't because of your residency. So where you're from impacts what you can and can't do in other states. And it's not fair.
That's what I was
But
about to say.
that's how that works.
But how I was about to ask how that goes from the Constitution and our amendments. Like, how did that play a part?
Because the Constitution and with the amendment, the Constitution talks about the right to bear arms in all 50 states.
Okay.
But the state regulates how you have the right to bear the arms.
So, but I don't mean to get into deep questions, but don't that mean that state might have beef with that state because
Exactly.
of that? Okay, that's
Exactly,
what I
because you see how each state has an agreement with every other state.
thought.
So when we have a state like Texas and Cali, it's unilateral. Unilateral means they can carry in my state, but I can't carry in their state. Reciprocity means we have a somewhat mutual agreement to I can go here and you can come here.
Okay.
That's how that works. So all the red states are basically unilateral with Texas.
And what was the first state that became the first carrier? Not the first, but like to
Probably Texas.
Texas.
Probably.
Probably Texas.
Okay, that's
See,
what
don't
I
be
thought.
asking me super hard questions.
Hey, 'cause I'm like,
I hit hard.
Look, that's way before me. Look,
I hit
that's
hard.
way before me.
You've
Okay.
been around for a long time, ain't you? You're a youngster, but she ain't that youngster.
30 million people in Texas. Okay. 1.7 million people have licenses. You renew your license to carry every 5 years. We honor 44 states. Okay. Now, before September 1st, this meant a lot. Now it really don't. 44 other states can come here and carry in private establishments if they have a license to carry. Okay. So you got 3007, no concealed carry. No open carry. You got 3006, no concealed carry. Okay. And then you have 3005. No gun at all. So the 3005 sign says a person may not enter the premises with a gun, knife, club, taser, stun gun, or brass knuckles. These signs basically break down to if I get caught inside the establishment and I do not have a license, I'm going to jail. Now, nobody should know you have a gun unless you have to use it. But if I get caught and the police officer is present, hey, do you have a license to carry? No, unlawful carry. If I tell him yeah, and I do have a license to carry, he has to allow me to walk out the establishment.
Gotcha.
Now, if I refuse to walk out the establishment, even with a license to carry, now he can arrest me because I refused. These are scary because it gives people
The ends, the middleman, basically.
it tells them no. Now, I'm gonna show you something. It says criminal trespassing is the act of knowingly entering private property without the consent of the owner. So I go inside a Grand Lux with the signs posted, right? But then it's also gonna show here. Even though I walked inside the establishment, knowing that the owner or the store didn't want me to carry, they had to notice that the entry was forbidden, so that's the sign. But it also says, I received notice to depart, but I failed to do so.
so if nobody tells you to leave,
You're good.
type stuff.
Yeah,
So don't let a person commits an offense if the person enters. It also says, or remains on the property of another after effective consent.
Damn.
Gas stations, grocery stores, restaurants, they're gonna put the signs up because they're gonna say, okay, we want people to leave their guns in the car.
Yeah, that's all about the ass next.
But it says may not enter, and it also says the sign, the entry was forbidden, but it also says receive notice. If they don't know you have the gun, they can't give you a notice.
But it says or.
That's how that works.
That or is a very powerful. I know that shit for a motherfucking fact. That or means.
But I get a lot of people who try to tell me this, but this say this and this say that, and I go, you gotta read the whole thing.
The whole entire
You
thing.
gotta read the whole thing. Now look how long it is.
That's fine.
Because it get technical.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's a whole list.
That's really fine.
Yeah,
I'll be on
like
YouTube looking at every different one.
What's up, John? So here, when it goes back to private establishments, 44 other states who have their licenses can also carry inside the same signage we can. But all 50 states, as long as a person is 21 and older and can lawfully possess a gun, they can carry in public without a license.
question. So does that still encounter with 17 or 18-year-olds can get a rifle?
Yes.
Hmm.
But
But hit me with the but.
if you're out in public, I can sling it in front of me or behind me, shotgun or rifle, but it has to be in a non-threatening manner.
What the fuck is a not?
Down. It's not pointed up.
Or
They want you to look like a hunter, basically. You need to look like you just got out the woods.
Basically,
Have
like
your boots on.
I've had a lot of people. I've had a lot of people try it.
Basically.
I've had a lot of people try it. And now, it's a lot of stuff in Texas in law period that you can do that you shouldn't. I got one better for you. In the law, it says if I'm open carrying a gun, if it's visible, it has to be in the holster. So if I'm walking my dog and I'm walking outside the house like this,
Hell yeah, you can fuck
That's
somebody
fine.
up.
It's in the holster though, so it's fine.
But even if that motherfucker poop, what is it gonna do? It's gonna clock back.
There's no way to pull it in the holster.
I never picked one of
so
them
it's
bitches up.
technical.
So as long as you got a holster, you good. And I've been seeing people with the ones around the waist, they'll just have it like right there, like a little belt on or something.
So
No hoes hard though.
Yeah.
Hey, 'cause
Well, I
just
seen
pull
one
it
girl
out.
on Snapchat with like one on her leg and
So
she
the-
just had it
Oh
on her
yeah,
thigh.
I'm about to be like the lady off of A Walking Dead. Yeah, you got me fucked up. I already got the machete. All I need
Lord.
is the pistols.
She said, I already got the
Just
machete.
lay it on my
I already got half the costume. So before September 1st, 2021, you have to have a license. The gun has to be in the holster, and the gun was supposed to be attached to your belt
Yes.
or in a shoulder holster. So before, you couldn't even do a thigh holster legally unless it was connected to the belt.
Yeah.
Now, the newer law applies to both open carry and a holster.
So anywhere.
That's
They
it.
put that bitch in bold and capitalized.
Now,
God damn it.
let's say if it's hanging out my pocket,
It's in a holster.
it's in the holster.
It's right here in your basketball shorts. It's in a holster though. I'm letting you know it's here.
If it's in the car, in the seat, cup holder, on the dashboard, if it's taped to the window,
Not shot had that hoe taped. And some of y'all motherfuckers got that hoe taped to the window.
it's in the holster. Now, police are gonna most likely draw their gun,
Yeah.
yell at you
Yeah.
and curse at you,
Yeah.
but the all in all is, officer, it's in the holster. So, let's say I'm in the car, I'm getting pulled over. I'm allowed to have the gun in the seat or in the cup holder in the holster.
If it's not in a holster, it's a threat.
If it's not in the holster, they pose it as a threat and it's automatic unlawful carry, even with a license to carry.
That's respect though.
So I tell people, I can have it in a cup holder, and truth be told,
Unless you got a cup holder.
I've never actually seen a holster before.
yeah.
That's the crazy part.
You
I've seen a
seen
lot of
one?
guns, seen no
I'm gonna
holster.
show you.
I ain't never seen nobody with no holster.
Today, y'all gonna see a lot of holsters after today.
I stay in the woodlands, and I see different type of professional shit. Now when I come on the Southwest,
You're not gonna
Yeah,
see
I've
that.
never seen nobody with a holster.
It's tough.
They got a lot of guns and they don't got no holster.
But that's why a lot of people end up shooting themselves
especially.
or having negligent discharges.
What you
Yeah.
mean by negligent discharge? Can
So-
you explain in one
Firearm
example,
negligence.
please?
So let's say I got the gun
That's a BB gun.
and we all kicking it, right? So I'm gonna go ahead. Here, a lot of people just got the gun.
That's gonna shoot your penis off, right?
Exactly.
Yep.
And a lot of people don't have just common sense enough to say, you know what, let me just keep my finger out the trigger. I've had a lot of people say, hey, I've seen people shoot themselves.
Yeah.
Or I've seen people get shot. So here, people just be, no more rules, finger off the trigger. Number 2 rule is don't point the gun at nobody. So people get too excited because they got that pistol.
They feeling
Like they
Yeah.
got candy.
wow.
Yeah.
Finger in the trigger. Depending on what kind of gun you got, your trigger might be lighter. I tell ladies, if you put the gun in your purse, especially if it's not in a holster,
Oh yeah, I need about 3
you
of
gotta
them.
make sure you put it in a pocket or a
Yeah.
section with nothing else in it.
So can you clarify that back to certain triggers are light and some are hairy to cock back?
So this one, I mean, it's a BB gun, but the real gun of this, probably like 3 pounds.
So them old school guns our grandmother had that look like it can knock you out until back to slavery.
They're a little heavier.
Yeah, them motherfuckers look like, because when they come out the closet,
And that's why people like revolvers, because they're not as easy to go off.
Yeah.
But when you get to shooting them,
Cause I was just about to say that next. Them motherfuckers
It's
go off
also
easily.
not as easy to shoot. Normal revolver triggers are like 6-7 pounds, which is kind of heavy.
That's heavy.
Exactly, but it prevents or slows down negligent discharges. Her trigger, 4
No.
pounds.
Oh, that's it?
It's light. But I tell people, keep your finger out the trigger, and you shouldn't have no issues.
Right.
Okay.
Another question, should she have bullets loaded or
Right. I
not
was gonna
loaded?
say, what if shouldn't it be unloaded too?
Yeah.
Why?
It depends.
It is.
Oh,
Like,
you
both of
can't-
y'all say that at the same time.
You can't shoot
Both
no
of y'all
loaded gun.
say that at the same time.
As long as the safety is on.
Both of
Should
y'all-
be unloaded. Okay.
As long as the safety on your shirt. Yeah, but it's all good.
Cause you got them separate on your belt, but I see you do have it loaded, but you
So-
do have it separate.
So
Those
if-
are extra clips.
Those extra.
He
So-
got one in the chest.
Yeah, they do.
So if I'm out in
What you say,
public,
baby? Extra
right?
clip?
He got extra clips on.
Let's say I'm getting attacked. Okay. I get the gun out the holster. Boom. I'm not gonna have time to rack it.
Yeah.
Cause he might be giving you this, and I'm like, right?
Yeah.
I might not have time to.
Do all that.
Getting the gun up is enough, and knowing how to react and knowing how to get an accurate shot is hard enough. Anything else that's in the way is tough.
Yeah.
Knowing where to hold it or where to pull it out or where to keep it is tough.
Okay, so what happens for people that write with both hands?
You just really, really gotta train and just stick to one. So like when I was working with HPD my 3rd year, I ended up fracturing my hand really bad. Had to wear a little cast, so then I started shooting with my left hand. Well, by the time I was done,
You was better.
With the lip.
I was good with the left because I had done it for 3-4 months straight.
Yeah.
I was shooting like 5 times a week. But over time, I started getting back into like, oh, and then I'm going to shoot and I'm like,
Feel like a wild, pow, pow.
so then I had to go back to right hand. Now, if I need to shoot left hand, I can get it.
Yeah.
But normally, whatever side you feel comfortable carrying it on, you just want to be consistent.
Okay, this might be a dumb question. Are we gonna do a duck and roll tutorial, like where you run
wants to
in,
dunk
you
and
roll over?
You can do it.
I will not be participating.
Wrong class, Lola.
She
Wrong
gonna go to
class.
Police Academy. Police Academy.
Anybody got
Police
any
Academy.
tactical classes? Just say hold on to y'all.
Tucker, I'm dead.
So here it says where no part of the firearm is visible, the gun does not have to be in a holster. So if I can tuck that gun completely into my pocket, into a purse, into my backpack or bag or fanny pack, it does not have to be in a holster. But when you dig into that, whatever, you run the risk of negligent discharge. A lot of people go to grab the gun quick,
And don't know what the fuck.
finger on the trigger. And I tell people, you know, I'm super, super patient. I tell people I'm the best instructor, not just because I know stuff, but because I'm super, super patient. Like I've had maybe my whole career, like 30, 40 people who I just really was like up to here. But I still gave them
Respect.
finger out the trigger, finger out the trigger, finger out the trigger. I remember this one chick, I'll never forget her. She shot so good, but as soon as she picks the gun up,
Ooh.
she got the gun pointed straight, but let's say and it scares her and it could mess up her whole, you know, journey. Therefore, just because of finger, now she was excited, cool. But I said, hey, look, baby, before you pick this gun up, index your finger. Because I don't want her to go home and be around her kids and her family. And guess what? That's how a lot of people get shot and killed. Just like, I don't know if y'all remember the black woman, this was a couple months ago, but she was trying to show her niece gun safety. And her niece is standing right here and she's showing her this, and she shoots her niece in the leg.
Damn.
Now, what she was doing was good, but
Accident.
she did it in a negative way because she didn't do it the right way. That's tough.
Right.
So I always tell people, when I go out places, I try to kind of tell people ahead of time, hey, y'all don't pull y'all guns out.
He said all the time.
We be,
All the time.
And I be like, hey, oh look, let me, okay, wait. Because I don't want you to shoot yourself in front of me, and I don't want you to shoot me because I got to go home. So I tell
Yes.
people like, hey.
All the time.
cool.
It don't matter where he at.
Yeah,
all the
I
time.
just, so,
like offer respect. All the
yeah,
time.
because I never know. And sometimes dudes, hey, D, what you think? That way.
Just
Yeah,
just
safety
tell
thing.
me about
It's
it.
a safety thing.
Yeah,
it is.
It's a safety thing. But a lot of people want to show it.
Yeah.
and flex it.
And I get it. But show it to me. Just lift your shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Don't
Don't pull it out.
Tell me about it. I'll look it up.
Oh, that's nice.
But you never know.
Yeah.
Okay. So here, the new law, a person between 18 and 20 can be eligible to get a license to carry.
Okay.
They have to be, or they have to have a court order related to family violence, or they have to be active duty in the military.
So, what?
Active duty, court order related to family violence.
What you mean?
Like,
So let's say if it's something going on in the home,
Mm-hmm.
and there's let's say a restraining order in place, and of course it's mostly the male, somebody who is abusive in the home and you live in the home and you're underage or under 21, you can apply for a license for protection. But it has to be something immediate. So I had a chick, she was like, look, my cousin is getting abused by her baby daddy.
Type shit.
I said, okay, where your cousin stay? The other side of town. Okay. Did you live with your cousin? No, she just my cousin. Well, sorry, man, but it don't work like that. So it has to be somebody who's immediately affected in the home.
Damn.
Something like that, okay? Here. All right, let's role play. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger, bye. Boom.
Clean the pistol off. Clean the
Let's see.
pistol off.
Oh, damn, I thought you was driving for her. Oh, okay. Alright.
You cool with your neighbors?
yeah.
Okay. Hey, I think I look with purple hair.
Shut the fuck.
All right. You pull up to the house. You cool with your neighbors?
I'm not cool.
Oh, look. I said you cool with your
That's
neighbors?
good.
Yeah, I'm cool. Okay. So y'all like cool. All right.
Just a little way.
People are eating.
Have y'all ever thought about shooting y'all neighbors? I hope y'all throw up all that food y'all eating.
What the hell I eat? I want some.
Okay. You got siblings? You got a sister?
Mm-hmm.
How old is your sister?
28.
Okay. You go to your sister's house.
Uh-oh.
She walking in the crib. You pull up just in time. Give me your money.
Oh.
This your sister. What you gonna do?
I ain't got nothing.
What you gonna do? Give me your money. Give me your money.
Sister, help! Goddamn!
Come on. Oh, you bold.
She got so close.
You gonna get this close? Now you just go.
I'm
Okay.
dead,
Okay.
sister.
Let's play it. So you get this
Okay.
close. Okay. Now what you
Or
gonna?
I don't even have to
No.
get that close.
It's too late. You
Yeah.
here. Ain't no second chance. So you here, right? I got your sister at gunpoint. Now you got me at gunpoint.
Yeah. So I'm saying release. Let her go and I'll let you go.
Okay. But
Tight shit.
Okay. So I'm gonna go with it. Okay.
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 Let her go and walk away.
All right,
Now
sister.
get
All
back.
right,
Get back.
sister.
Get back.
Okay.
Now put your gun down.
Okay.
Oh, put it down.
Hold on, sister gonna have to get the gun.
Back
too.
up.
Now we both got.
That's how y'all gonna run it.
Okay.
That's how they gonna run it.
I like that.
Now, look, I done ran that scenario 100 times. I ain't never had nobody run up on me like,
Now you.
okay, you about that life. Okay.
Yeah. We can do it.
She, nah, she
Okay, cool.
scared now. So in the law, it says that there's no duty to retreat, run away, or hide from a place where a person has a right to be. Your sister lives there, she stay there, and you come to visit your sister, y'all cool, y'all on good terms, so you good. If a person is faced with a situation where they have to use force or deadly force to protect himself or herself or another person. Now, would I suggest you getting that close? No.
Yeah.
Only because people slick.
Right.
I might take a shot to the gut or a graze to try to get the gun out your hand.
I was like, can you blind her with the elbow though?
You can do whatever.
Right.
But you never want to underestimate. Now, let's say I'm robbing your sister. But let's say you rolled up so quick because you offer emotion because that's your sister. And let's say I got my homeboy looking out for me.
Oh, I like that shit.
So now you walk in and he like, yeah, you cute, but guess what?
That ain't gonna work.
You put your gun down.
Yo, this is sticker.
Now we about to rob both of y'all. Now, I thought you was gonna shoot me in the back. But let's say that's the situation. Yes or no?
No, you can't shoot somebody in the back.
Why not? That's your
They're not
sister.
a threat.
But if you don't shoot me,
Oh, then she gonna die. So you can't
Right.
in that turn.
Hold on, say it one more time.
because in the law it says using deadly force to protect himself or another
Or
person.
someone else.
I like how y'all used that one. Y'all did this.
Nowhere in the law is it gonna tell you I can't shoot a person in the back of the head or in the back or in the leg. Or I get a lot of people say, hey, somebody told me I can only shoot below the waist. Okay. Pick up the gun. Shoot below the waist. So what if you shooting here?
But
I'm
they
shooting.
shooting higher.
Exactly.
They foot hurt, but they can still use their arms.
Exactly. So people say, teach me how to shoot, I want to shoot a limb. Okay, well, I could be moving and you trying to shoot my leg. Yeah, you might hit me, but what if I still got the gun? Or what if I have a gun? I'm not, and I always tell people, you're not shooting to kill. You're shooting to stop the threat.
Yeah.
Within stopping the threat, if the threat dies and you use so here it says, the person is justified when it's to the degree the actor believes the force is immediately necessary, right? Basically, you're using the necessary force or the necessary deadly force. So let's say you farther back, right? And I got your sister at gunpoint and you shoot me, boom. I let her go, but now I'm trying to see who the hell just shot me.
Right.
But I don't go down. So I come around. Who the hell just shot me? Now I'm pointing the gun. You in crossfire. You like, oh shit, he turning around. You shoot me again. Boom.
Get them again.
I fall down. I still got the gun in my hand. I'm still trying to figure out on the ground with 2 bullet holes, who the hell shot? You shoot me again. Boom.
Damn.
I let the gun go.
Now
Police
it's
come
unlawful.
and police go, why you have to shoot him so many times? Well, my sister was still in the immediate area. I was stuck or I couldn't leave or run away or hide. So I had to keep shooting to prevent myself from getting shot. It's all about articulation.
Yeah, he was still standing up.
Now, if you shoot me, you can't say, oh yeah, you would never touch my sister again. Boom, 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 because he was no longer a threat. In certain situations, I tell people a lot of stuff happens. Of course, we know everything's going on. You're not shooting to prove yourself or pump your ego or pride to this person. You're shooting so you can get away and make it home. It's tough when we try to take out emotions. It's tough especially when we have loved ones getting hurt or robbed. We want to prove to people like, yeah, wrong house, wrong family. But sometimes legally, you have to say, you know what? That's cool.
You gonna do you about 5 to 10.
No
Exactly.
bullshit.
You gonna go.
He might bond out.
Yeah.
You might have some people that might try to come and find, but at the end of the day, I always tell people bad stuff happen to good people. You could be a person who go to church, take care of your kids, go to school, love your family, and just a good person, right? But somebody rob you, let's say you had a bad day,
You gonna have to do what you gotta
and you
do.
shoot, boom. And you like, man, I'm gonna take my anger out on you. Everything, all the stress in my life, I'm giving it to you. And then the police come and say, man, I'm sorry, but we have to put you in cuffs because you shot a little too many times. And cameras and witnesses said, road rage.
Yeah,
That comes a lot in Houston.
definitely.
You could be a
A
good
lot
person
in Houston.
and you could just had a bad day at work and somebody cut you off and you pull up and you stupid this and stupid that. And before you know it, y'all playing bumper cars. Or y'all playing, let's see who can pop the other person first. Every week, there's a road rage shooting, 45, I-10, or 288.
Especially 145 South and North.
Sometimes the Beltway, because it's so many,
Yeah.
but you never know. Sometimes when I'm feeling good, I might cuss on mine. I got 5% around, man. Go and do your thing. At the worst, I'm a mother, but they can't see me.
Right.
But I'm bitten. You just never know because you could pull up, or the wrong person, bless you, could pull up, bless you, could pull up, and that could be the end of you or them. Now, you never want to risk your life and put yourself in a situation where you shoot, you take somebody else's life or hurt them, and then now you go back and say, I could have did something different. So I tell people sometimes you gotta check yourself right then and there. On the other end, you cannot get hurt or killed behind somebody else's ignorance.
Right.
Exactly. Now, I tell people, one of the scenarios we did on the weekend, the guy gets up, and I say, okay, this your brother. And I had the gun to his head. He goes, hey, hey, hey. And the first thing I did was, what's up, pop, pop, pop. And I say, so now you came to save your brother, but you warned me and you got killed. Now, oh yeah, you done pissed me off. Pop, 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 give me all your stuff. I take your brother's stuff. They might not ever find me because it's Houston.
Right.
So now what? So I tell people, you don't want to warn the person.
Yeah.
If you go shoot, you go shoot. If not, you gotta call 911, especially if it's somebody who you probably don't know. Sometimes it's okay to mind your business. I tell people, can you stomach really shooting a person or possibly killing them when you really didn't have to?
Yeah.
But if you have to, you have to. I tell people, hey, if I pull my gun out, that's on you. You started that.
Correct.